everyone. I was going to do this recording outside, but it's really, really windy, so if you hear some banging, it's the awning banging in front of me here. So we live in our motorhome and to do ministry for grieving parents, and so I'm kind of limited on where I can tape these for you sometimes. But anyway, today I want to talk about what we need versus what we want after the death of our child. Now, a few years ago, before we sold our house and bought this motorhome to travel, I did a pretty major deck makeover, and my oldest son helped me with it, and it's a good thing because he's the one that bought our house from us. But we painted it up, and we went out and bought a lot of plants, and I mean, we just worked really hard on this. And one of the things that I learned really quickly was that I couldn't just put these beautiful plants that I had bought wherever I wanted to on the deck, because obviously some of the deck has shade, some of it is fully shaded. Well, I guess maybe it's not obvious to you. You didn't see my deck, right? But plants, some of them need full shade, partial shade, full sun, and I learned very quickly that I had to learn what these plants needed, because if I didn't put them in the right place, they would wilt away and die. And I did lose a couple of plants because I insisted, but I want it there. And it just doesn't work that way, does it? And I got to thinking that that's a lot like us as bereaved parents, in that a lot of times we would rather just go with what we want and maybe not necessarily what we need. And we're okay with just wilting away to nothing, right? We don't want to be here anymore. But I want to encourage you that life is worth living again. And you can get past the darkest of the dark and the most painful part of this and get back to a place where life is worth living again. But in the meantime, there are going to be things that you're going to have to do that you might not want to do. And I'm not pressuring you. I'm not putting any guilt on you in any way. But I'm just saying that there are sometimes we're going to have to make choices and do something that needs to be done, even if you don't want to do it. Because putting your plant where it needs to go, where it will receive nourishment, is where it's going to grow and thrive. And we need to put ourselves in those places where we can receive the nourishment we need so that we can begin to grow again and thrive again and have hope and light in our life again. And it's a process. It's a very long process, and it is a very difficult process, but it can be done. And so I just want you to think about maybe one or two things that you know you need to do that maybe you just haven't done them yet, that will help you move towards, we have to take the steps towards our healing, towards getting to a place where we can function again. And so just think about those things. And it might be just getting out of bed consistently for the next 3 days, or maybe finally making that trip to the grocery store that's so badly needed. Maybe it could be going out with coffee with someone who's been asking you to go with them and you just haven't wanted to, but you really do need that friendship. So there are all kinds of things. I think you probably might already know what that is for you. If you don't, I do have one suggestion for you. I wrote a course from my book, When Tragedy Strikes, and there's a free mini version of that course. And it's pretty meaty, and it helps us look at ourselves physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, and how we can begin to move forward in all of those areas, body, soul, and spirit, in our lives, how to take care of ourselves and how to move forward in a way of healing, because every part of us has been damaged when our child dies. And so if you're interested in that, just go to gpshope.org/WTS course, When Tragedy Strikes course, and check it out, and hopefully I'll see you over there. And even if I don't see you over there, hopefully we'll see you in the next YouTube video. And leave me a comment. Let me know what that thing is. Maybe it's even a big thing like cleaning out, going through your child's room. I don't know what it is, but I just want to encourage you to do the next one thing that you need to do, even if it's not what you want to do, so that you can move toward, get the nourishment that you need and move towards the healing that you need to be able to function again and live life again. This is Diehl, author and speaker and bereaved parent.